Hello, I'm Caitlin with the Gwinnett County Public Library. These days, a lot of people are considering starting their own e-commerce business. E-commerce business is when someone starts a business completely online and remotely. One of the most common forms of these e-commerce businesses is when people sell their arts and crafts online. That's the kind of business I had in mind when creating this video, but all e-commerce businesses usually have to deal with fulfillment for their customers. This usually involves shipping. I hope the information in this video can be helpful for anyone starting their own e-commerce business. I'm going to look into the 3 top shipping services, which are USPS, UPS, and FedEx. We also will look into the different services that are offered by the 2 most popular platforms for selling arts and crafts online, Etsy and Facebook Marketplace. I took my research to the websites of each of these companies. I figured the best way to compare the services and prices would be to choose a standard example package and see how they compare. Most crafting objects being sold online are relatively small, and most art projects are relatively flat. For this reason, I chose a package with the dimensions of 2 inches tall, 6 inches long, and 6 inches wide, and weighing about 1 pound. That is a relatively small package, but I believe most arts and craft shops will be sending packages that are comparable in size. On their websites, I also noticed that any shipping that would be quicker than 5 to 6 business days became very expensive very quickly. Most people ordering handmade items online are not expecting overnight shipping, so I stuck with the standard shipping for each company. When selling items online, you never know where your customer will live. For our shipping example, I chose to ship from Atlanta, Georgia to New York City. I chose 2 random zip codes in those cities. Here are the prices quoted on each of the 3 major delivery services websites for our example package. For FedEx, using their ground delivery service, which would ship in about 5 to 6 days, it would cost $11.47. For UPS, their ground service would ship in about 5 to 6 days. With their flat rate shipping services, it would cost $9.65. Using the standard data entry on their website, it could also cost $11.83 without their flat rate shipping service. For USPS, the United States Postal Office, using their retail ground service, which would ship between 6 to 7 days, it would cost $8.40. Now for the results of the 2 popular e-commerce platforms, Etsy and Facebook Marketplace. Etsy actually provides the shipping label for you and then chooses the service that would best fit your needs. When I inputted the data for our example package, it chose USPS Parcel Select Ground, which would deliver between 2 and 9 days. With Etsy, it only costs $7.63. There is also a way to track your package within Etsy as well. Facebook Marketplace was different. It does not have any shipping services itself, but only provides a way for you to communicate the shipping information to your customer. You do choose a shipping price when you list your object. However, you then have to choose a shipping service and then provide the shipping information to your customer through Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace does have 2 requirements. The shipping option you choose has to provide the object to your customer within 10 days, and it also needs to have a tracking number that you would then communicate through Facebook Marketplace with your customer. There were a couple considerations I would like to discuss. The first is tracking numbers. It looks like all services do provide tracking numbers. You just have to make a point of assigning a tracking number to your package before it sends off. The second consideration is what to charge for shipping. What should you charge your customers for shipping when weight, size, and distance will change your actual shipping costs? While doing research for this video, I found the LinkedIn Learning course called E-commerce Fundamentals. When they were talking about fulfillment, they recommended charging an average price for shipping. You may lose some money on some packages, but you'll also gain some money in other packages. This should level out. For example, a good average for our package would be $9 because our shipping prices that were given to us were between $7 and $12. This way you can provide a constant shipping price for your customers without putting too much of a burden on your new small business to cover varying shipping costs. Another part of shipping is the packaging. I was not sure how to best obtain packaging materials, so I looked into a few different options. First, I asked about the packaging prices in one of the major company storefronts. They seemed pretty expensive, and I thought it might be hard to still make a profit when selling objects online. However, after further research, it looks like FedEx has a different option where you can obtain some shipping materials for free, but I believe there is something you need to sign up in order to obtain those resources. I also just Googled, where can I buy packaging materials? And honestly, several great options popped up. Definitely investigate in your local area for companies that provide product shipping supplies. There are plenty of resources for you to use if you would like to research for yourself. The first resource that I found incredibly helpful was the websites of each of these companies. USPS, FedEx, and UPS, even Etsy as well, have incredible information that is very helpful when starting your own e-commerce business. There are articles online for different relevant topics. They also have special services if you find a service you love and would like to sign up for special accounts. These may give you more resources and access to better prices as well. The second resource that I found was LinkedIn Learning. This was my favorite. LinkedIn Learning is available through our library at gwinnettpl.org with your library card. I appreciate that the classes are all done by professionals and there are dozens of topics to learn about. I mentioned one earlier called E-commerce Fundamentals. This was one of my favorites. Whether you're looking for information on starting your e-commerce business in general, or if you would like to learn about a specific topic as well. LinkedIn Learning has courses about e-commerce, PayPal, accounting, business taxes, customer service, and more. In conclusion, when it comes to shipping, I learned to just go for it. After listening to the course on e-commerce fundamentals from LinkedIn, I learned that shipping is very changeable and easy to switch up if you need to later. I appreciated the teacher's encouragement to not let the details and intimidation of shipping hinder his students from beginning their e-commerce business. I appreciated this advice, and I hope it encourages you as you begin to build your e-commerce business online. Thank you.